Hi guys, my name is Jillian. I'm one of the trainers at the JCC. I'm also a high school athlete, one of the sports I play being lacrosse, so I figured I'd show you guys a couple of drills that you could do right from home. So I'm going to be using a girl stick, which has a more shallow pocket than a boy stick, but these drills are going to be simple enough to work for both boys and girls. The first thing that I'm going to go over is how to properly scoop up a ground ball, and to do so you're going to want to slide your top hand all the way up to the top of the shaft. You're going to want to get really low, be parallel to the ball, and scoop from underneath the ball almost so that your knuckles are touching the grass. So with following those steps, it should look like this. I'm going to get low, I'm going to slide my top hand up, I'm going to get under the ball, scoop it up, and go straight into a cradle. Another skill that's super important to learn and keep practicing is cradling. Cradling is especially important in girls lacrosse because since the pocket is so shallow, the ball tends to bounce out of the stick a lot. So you want to make sure that whenever you have the ball, you're cradling it so that it stays in the stick. To do so, you're going to have your bottom hand at the bottom of your shaft, known as by the butt of the stick, and your top hand is going to be about 6 inches down from the top of the shaft, and you're going to go from ear to nose. So you're going to want to keep it in what's your personal sphere so that people can't check you, and if they do so, that would be a foul. So you're going to keep going back and forth so the ball stays within your stick, and you're going to want to do this when you're running, when you're holding the ball, ensuring that the ball stays in. And lastly, I'm just going to give you guys a couple of tips on another skill of lacrosse that's super important, which is catching and throwing. So one of the most important parts about catching and throwing is you're going to want to make sure that your hands are loose. And that's because when you're going from catching to throwing, your top hand is going to move from up and down on your shaft, so you want to make sure that that transition is going to be smooth. When you're first catching the ball, your bottom hand should be by the butt of your stick, and your top hand should be more towards the top so that you have a really comfortable grip and you'll be able to catch the ball easily. You're going to stand with the stick right out in front of you or towards wherever the ball is coming from, and once that ball first makes contact with your pocket, you're going to want to bring the stick backwards, kind of following the motion of the ball to make sure that the ball doesn't bounce right out of your stick. Once that contact is made, the stick is going to move backwards with the ball, and then when you're getting ready to go throw the ball backwards, your top hand is going to slide down more towards the middle so you can give a really strong throw. Your bottom hand is going to push the stick downwards while your top hand pushes the stick upwards, so your stick is essentially working like a lever. So with that catch, your stick's going a little bit behind you, and then when you're ready to throw, your hand's sliding down a little bit and you're giving your stick a really nice arch. And what you want to make sure of is that the end of your arch ends wherever your target is. So if my target is out in front of me, my stick's going to end right out in front of me. If my target is over to the side over there, my stick's going to end over there. So these tips can easily be practiced from home, especially when you're home during this quarantine and away from your practices. You could definitely keep improving. Thank you for watching and stay safe.